Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is another day where we'll be having an exciting episode and a conversation with Priscilla Bamidele. So she's here. She's actually an ex-corps member and she's a friend of mine. And I want her to tell us one of the exciting stories she had as a corps member in Abia State. A camp experience, one of our camp experience in camp, right? Camp experience. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Please help me, Emmy. Like, give her a round of applause. So she has a lot of stories to tell. Some of the experience she had. One of the exciting stories that she had as a copper, as a new copper in Abia State, while she was still in camp. She has a very sweet and exciting story to tell us. So let's get right into the video.
Hi guys, it's nice to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Bring her here because she carries a lot of grace.
Thank you very much.
Bring her here. Okay.
Thank you at Wonderland for having me. Such an honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Okay, just like she said, I'll be sharing one of the exciting experiences I encountered during my service year. And I was in camp, right? I camped at Bende, Abia State. Umuna Bende, yeah. Abia State.
So I know that you are coming to
Umuna Bende, yeah. That's where the orientation camp is.
Yeah.
So my service year was an interesting year. Not because it was smooth all through, not because it was really enjoyable, but because I saw it as an experience, yeah. One of the things NYSC did to me was to build compassion in me because I experienced firsthand what it means to be in a place where there's no water, there's no light, a lot of experiences. So at some point, since it's a community of core members, so we made it fun. We turned it to an exploration, an opportunity to explore. So it was not like, oh, you're suffering, something like that, because we're all together in it, yeah, right? So, but this particular one happened in camp, and I think why it's still fresh in my head is because that was like the first encounter. That was the first encounter. You know, orientation camp is the first entrance into NYSC, right? You go through drilling for 21 days and then you're prepared for life during NYSC, life after camp. Yeah, so like I said, prepares you for life after camp. So back to my story, yeah. So it's
the sweet story go that she wants to tell us.
I want to tell us.
Oh, yeah.
So it all started from side lecture, side skill acquisition and entrepreneurship
Side
development.
can be so boring.
Hi. Like I heard about it even before going to camp. Imagine
Like,
people that had gone to camp, they said that class can be very boring, but you know what, the interesting thing is you can use that time to rejuvenate, like sleep, and you know you don't have enough sleep during the day, even
Actually,
at night.
5 hours lecture.
5 hours lecture,
Like,
so all through, and you might not even hear anything that they are saying. Sometimes when it's a speaker that doesn't really speak out loud, you even if you're in the front, you would struggle to hear. So I was like prepared to sleep, like even when I'm not feeling sleeping, when I'm not feeling like sleeping, I'll just put myself in that position to sleep. So this particular, so I did that in the earlier days of side, but I came to notice that side lecture is also a time when opportunities are spelled out, like opportunities that you would meet during your service year. Yeah, so they are spelled out during that time. So I had to speak to myself that no, this is not the time to sleep. So even if it's to listen to something, you don't have to force yourself. Sometimes when I'm not even feeling like sleeping, I distract myself, chatting, being on social media, just scrolling through the net or doing some other things, because I felt like it was just a waste of time. So when I came to know that it was a time when opportunities are spelled out, I'm like, oh bro, you cannot miss out on this. You really need to listen, yeah. So it was on one of those days that I was listening, paying attention, like a good student that I am, yeah. So the different people come to give lectures. Okay. So this particular day, it was the fire service department that came. They came to lectures on how to address a fire emergency, how to address the issue, how to approach it, the things you should do, how to come out of a room when there's fire and all of that. I can still remember most of those things. So when the man was done, one of the soldiers came up. You know, camp is totally militant. Yeah. So
Yes,
the
yes.
people that train us are military people. They are soldiers.
Yeah.
So one of those soldiers, the one that blows the beagle.
Okay.
So he came up and I was like, okay, now I'll be giving you a different sound that the alarm that is sounded when there's danger.
Okay.
So in the case of fire now, I'll be
So
giving
you like
I was-
register that alarm in your head.
like
Okay.
I registered, so it blew it like twice. And I registered it. It was different from the normal one, the pa 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 pa
Okay,
pa
okay.
pa
Fire
pa pa
alarm
pa.
now.
So the fire alarm was kind of different.
Okay.
So I registered. I was like, okay. So he said something like, in a couple of days from now, we'll be testing to know if you have registered that sound.
Okay.
So I was like, really? So he blew it again after he said that. So I was like, really? I was like, okay. So true to his words, few days after,
Okay.
that was after lights out, camp life is regimented. They tell
Yes,
you when to
actually,
sleep, when
yes,
to
yes,
eat, and all of
yes,
that. So it can be really annoying.
There's lights out, and then they also tell you when to wake up. I
When
think
to
we
wake up.
around 4
Four-
a.m. or
Yeah,
4:30.
4 a.m. Meditation is 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah, so
and then you already have to take your bed before that
Before
time.
then.
Before that 4:30.
Oh my
because they'll come and chase
God.
you out by 4:30.
oh my god, camp is
Right.
a handful of experience. So on that day, it was already lights out. All lights were off, and already lights out. You are not even expected to put on the light of your phone, and my hostel was close to where those the female soldiers were staying.
Yeah.
I think hostel C, if I can still remember well.
Okay.
So it was close to where they were staying, and they must not see any light, and that is the time we take to wash, to eat, people gist and all that. So we were just there. People were in their casual wears, we were no longer white there.
Okay.
So people were in their casual wears ready to sleep. And then we
And
heard
some
it.
people will be naked, some people will be
My
wearing just
sis,
underwear and all of
Exactly.
that.
You're
Okay.
very right. very,
know
very
it's night
apt.
now.
It was already night. Everybody was in their rooms.
Okay.
So they blew the alarm.
the fire alarm.
The fire alarm.
Wow.
I was like, wait, this sounds familiar. Well, it was not too familiar. It was not the same one we had always heard all through camp.
yes,
But I
yes.
remember something. That's the fire alarm. They told you
Okay.
that they
So
would
you
blow.
already know that they are trying to test you.
Take to test.
But what if other people does not know that?
That was the gist. That was the anxiety. I was just
Okay.
laughing all through. So when they blew it, people did not even know what they were like. What is wrong? Why are they blowing? Because normally everybody's supposed to sleep. There's nothing else goes on after light out.
Okay.
So the soldiers close to our block were like, danger, fire, run. So as I heard that, I started laughing. I said, these people.
they are trying to test
they're
you.
trying
That's
to test.
because you ate it during the science class.
So I was
Okay.
like, is this the time they're supposed to test alarm? Is this the right time when people are supposed to be sleeping? So people, when
Okay.
they heard that, people were naked, people
They
were
ran
dressed,
out.
they ran
That's
out. We
why
were not
it's
wearing
good
it.
to- Oh my god.
So I took my time. I was also on casual, like something I would not want to wear outside. So I had to change into something comfortable. The only thing I didn't do, because I was in the upper
you
bunk.
could even change, but
I could
how were you-
change.
How were you so sure that was like they were
Yeah,
trying
at
to
some
test
point I was like, Priscilla, it could,
Contemplating.
it could be
Oh,
true.
okay.
So I didn't wear my slippers, so I can't say that I was, I was totally so. So I couldn't wear my slippers. I just jumped down from the upper bunk, having worn my
Oh my
clothes, and
God.
we started running. And the instruction was to run to the parade ground.
Ew.
Everybody to the parade ground, and people were naked. There was a guy I saw her; she was naked. Like it was somebody that gave her a wrapper. I think probably the person was
you know,
on
maybe
time.
she was probably sleeping. And then
Yes,
she just
she
ate
was
that
about
and she just like moved immediately.
She was about to take so many people on towels, people that went to take their baths in the night. Yeah,
Baths,
so many people were on towels and all of that. And
oh my god.
we started running we ran to the parade ground. And
Like I wish I was there. I would laugh.
oh my god, I was laughing. People were saying that, oh, it's a lie, there's an enemy. Oh, you know the thing with the East and Biafra and all of that. So they were like, our
Okay,
enemies have
okay.
encroached into the camp. All of that will be going home tomorrow. There's danger. And so I was just laughing. But I
Don't
was like,
sleep during science class. Listen, no, so that even when they test you,
I tell you,
know.
know.
what to do.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh my god.
so when we got there,
Okay.
what the soldiers would say, it was really annoying. Seriously, I was laughing and at the same time I was annoyed. So they said, Okay, there were some blocks, there some lodges there. I think the boys hostel.
Okay.
They were making noise, and after light out, nobody's expected to talk. They must not hear anything anywhere, no light, nothing. So they were making noise, and the soldiers close to them were warning them. They didn't listen. I think it was about something that happened in the social night that night. You know, we have social night. So I think they were arguing, and they were trying to like bring them. They didn't give it to the soldiers. So it was because of them. They did that. They used this as an opportunity that okay, you will not listen to us. We'll also do our thing. So when we got to the parade ground, everybody was expecting them to say, "Oh, there's an enemy!" All of that, and people were already scared. Like you could see the fear in the eyes of people that who asked me to come to this
already now, and they just heard fire alarm. Like when you hear the fire sound, what's the next thing that comes to your mind? Run for your life! Jump for your life!
People were scared, very scared. I know that if that place is like a place where you can go in and come out, people would have run out, but because soldiers were always at the gate. Actually, so people were scared, and all the soldiers were saying that we are in charge in this camp. That is to tell you that orientation camp is solely regimented. We soldiers tell you when to eat, we tell you when to sleep, and they were saying all of that, and they were very happy. Like,
so nobody could break one of the soldiers' head.
People started cursing them under their breath, like, what is the meaning of this nonsense? And the funny thing, it was a lighter. There was no light anywhere. And some of those soldiers, they were still pointing their torch. Would they naked? Yeah. You know how they can be. So it was really, to me, it was very funny. Till date, when I remember, I just laugh out loud, like, Jesus, to this thing that happened.
It's very funny to be like, like, wow.
Really,
like,
really,
wow.
really. So with that, when I was leaving camp, one of the things I said is, one of the things I will tell any prospective corps member is that you should not see Said class as a time to sleep.
Sometimes
listen, seriously. Not just even because of that, because during that time is when opportunities are spelled out.
The thing is that I feel like all those lectures, they are too long. They just get to talk. Even when you start listening at some point, you tend to get bored.
Exactly.
Because they keep talking and talking.
There's no how you not be bored. There's no
for straight 5 hours. You're just sitting down doing nothing. Listening.
There's not you definitely be bored.
Actually,
there's no how you would not sleep, even if it's to those. But the thing is just that you should not intentionally see it as a time to just rest, or the time to chat away the time and just waste, and a time to be distracted.
I also feel like before you like want to sleep, or you like want to close your eyes, listen to the topic that you're trying to like tell you. If they said this speaker is going to be speaking on financial security, or this speaker is going to be speaking on something, how you can get a loan, or how you can just know the topic that resonates with you.
If it's something that you're interested in.
If it's something that you're interested
in, exactly. I do
give
that
it your
too.
100%.
Exactly.
But if you know that it is something that you don't,
you're not really bothered about. You can let it slide. It's true. I think I use that too, because it's actually a time where you should recuperate. Like, you cannot really rest in camp. That night sleep is not sleep, it's rest.
It's not, funny enough, people will still be awake by 2. You see some people going to take their beds by 2. Like, you'll be like, what kind of life is this? What kind of life is this? And they are going to like bring the lights around 4:30 a.m. What is 4:30? They expect you guys to be in
at the parade ground already. For meditation.
So they said you have gotten dressed and all of that. So camp is not easy, but it's also they are interesting and exciting things to see, because you tend to like make friends, see new things and all of that. So
experience a different culture.
You can even make friends with those soldiers.
They are friendly. They are accommodating. I noticed that too. They are actually accommodating.
So camp is good, and camp is exciting, and camp is also not exciting. I feel like it is always the last week that people get bored and they say that they want to go.
Really?
Because once it's that first week, it's always like shacking horse. New
pints,
and you tend to take pictures and all of that. But once you start getting to the end of camp,
right? You're bored
easily.
That's true. But I think probably that is why they positioned all of those events, cultural events towards the end of camp. Those sporting activities. So you be able to overcome. It's true. Towards the end of camp, you start getting bored. Like, you're already tired. Can we just go home?
Like, we want to go home. God, I beg. Camp is good though. So if you are, what is your advice for intending corpers, people that are coming like if they watch this video,
Okay.
what is your advice for them? Should they be worried about camp? Should they be like, should they come to science class and sleep? What are the things that they need to know?
Okay. I'd say that you should not be scared. Just like we said, it's an exciting experience. Yeah, it's an experience. You will be bored, you'll be tired, you'll be stressed, but all the same, it's something that, just like we are telling the story now, you'll be able to tell
It's
the
a
story.
phase, and it's you.
Yeah.
You will cross the bridge.
You cross the bridge,
When
exactly.
you get to the bridge, you cross it. I think I also like all those man-word race, because during my time, I did everything actually. All those man-word race.
Maybe I can't really relate. That's maybe I can't say that, because when I was coming to camp, let me say that I received the orientation before going to orientation camp. You know, right? Yeah. So I'd already asked people that had served there. I asked them what's the thing about camp, what are things I should take along. So when I was even going, I took a lot of provisions, because I saw somebody that served in the east. So she told me they don't take pepper, they don't take salt. If you can take pepper and salt, I grounded pepper and salt. I'm like, how will I be carrying pepper and salt? So and I'm a provision person. So I carried a lot of provision. Like my box was full. Those soldiers, when they saw me, they're like, are you not going to go home again? What's all of this food for? Are you coming here to eat and stay? So I'm like, you people are not ready.
Pack everything packable. And
So I packed.
to say is, don't slim fit your trousers too tight in camp, because once it's here like this,
I tell you, don't really man the word drill. That's
because we
true.
have a lot of parades
people.
and drills to do.
That's
Once you're
true.
doing that here, now you go carry the embarrassment. So now my small hints for you be that one.
That's true.
All
So
right,
it's just to
now.
be prepared and to enjoy the experience.
Thank you so
Thank
much, Priscilla
you.
Babidele. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please give her a round of applause. Thank you for coming to this space. Thank you for sharing your exciting stories with us. I think we can learn one or two things from this. And then we definitely do not take it for granted. So thank you for coming to this space. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope that when we call you next time, you will come.
Yeah, sure.
And you will not collect money.
Sure.
All right now. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and
Make
turn.
sure you subscribe.
It doesn't bite, does
doesn't.
it?
It doesn't.
doesn't bite. Turn on the notification bell so as to get notified anytime we drop a new video. So thank you, and that's on period. Thank you. Bye.